Wolverine dropped in with $10 and says DC Studios looks to be screwed right out of the gate. Looking for more garbage like the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Hope I'm wrong. I don't see any good in this. So I'll counter. Well, thank you so much for the $10, my dude, and anyone who's contributing to the show. It really does go a long way to helping keep the lights on. So thank you so much. But one of the things, so that was something which I said. I said, hey, look, I didn't like the Suicide Squad. I haven't watched Peacemaker. I can't comment on it, but I didn't like the Suicide Squad. So is this good news? He's not writing this stuff. He's not making it. He's a CEO, co-chairman. He's just approving stuff. And when he's a producer, he's generally better. So I don't see this as actually a bad thing from that perspective. And the structure that they're going for now, with it being streamlined, I think is very positive. If anyone else has anything to say to that.
Well,
I agree. Go ahead, Nick.
I was just gonna say. Plus, I mean, with that announcement, the Henry Cavill, the rumors of Ben Affleck coming back, it looks like they're trying to right the ship back in the direction that fans are kind of wanting him to do. So, and just like Mr. H said, he's gonna kind of be in more of like a management role of the whole entire franchise moving forward, more so than a creative role, doing stuff like Peacemaker, Suicide Squad. There's going to be other creatives that are going to come up with the stories that he'll be a part of in Greenlight and all that sort of stuff. So I think this is huge for DC, like super huge.
View them both. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, quickly to bounce off that, Mr. H, with what Nick said. That Safran Gunn relationship, they didn't just put these two strangers in a room and say, hey, you guys are going to work together. These guys have been. They must see something there. There must be a synergy that's been there for years to take on something like this. I mean, again, I think this is fantastic. I think this is exciting. And it'll probably be even easier for Gunn because, like with Nick, I mean, Gunn's not going to be on this, like on the set of all these things he's producing. He's probably going to be in the major creative development with these other filmmakers.
Plus, Gunn secretly probably wants to really, stick it to Marvel.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I feel like this announcement is like. That's why I said it comes right on the heels of the trailer for Guardians. Sorry, Nick, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you're bang on. I think the better way to view this situation, Peter Safran and James Gunn are like Kevin Feige's for DC. That's how you look at it. They're not necessarily.
I was waiting.
And even that's not technically right, but that's the closest thing you can get to it, right? They are green lighting projects for DC. They're
Hopefully
not actively involved.
You're getting the best of both worlds, I hope. Is what it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like you had Favreau and Feige, back in the early days with Marvel. But what you need in this position, anytime you're going to put a studio head in, especially if they're going to be overseeing the creation of a giant universe like this, not only do you have to have people that understand the subject matter and that are going to try to do the best they can with it, but they also have to be people that can create this universe and that the directors and the writers they hire will respect them. So you've got to get people who have been around. You've got to get people who have accomplished some things like James Gunn has with the popularity of Guardians to be able to be in that position to where he can go out and get the people that he really wants to come in and make the movies that he wants to make, and that they will do what needs to be done. That's the big thing. You can hire a financial person to be a pencil pusher and do the numbers and all this, but as far as a studio head goes, and it makes sense because I think Zaslav, even in that same earnings call, he alluded to the fact that they were putting together a team to build that 10-year plan. So I can almost guarantee you 3 months ago, the conversation with Gunn and Safran were already going on.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I've been hearing is that they've been whining. Like I said, literally, that was the quote I heard from my guy. They dined and 69'd him. Now they just hope to God he takes the job. Because he was their choice. They turned down a lot of other people, and they also interviewed just about anybody you could think of in Hollywood, including Kevin Feige. And rumor was he was considering it. And where he's sitting at Disney right now, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they called Favreau too.
Yeah.
I hope to be honest with you, and this is my dream hope, is that Favreau actually comes on and directs Superman. I really do. I hope that he's one of the top choices, if not. You've got to get somebody like a Favreau or a Joe Johnston or somebody like that who can handle Superman. Because that's kind of what I heard anyways. Again, not to break the Snyder fans' hearts, but the new Superman movie was supposed to be basically, from what I heard, much lighter in tone. It's not going to be like a direct sequel. It'll be more or less like a, yeah, that's kind of the loose canon, but we're just going to go forward with the Superman story. I don't even know if they're going to bring back most of the same cast outside of Cap.
Well, just real quick then.
Going to be called Superman.
I guess on the back end of that is this question here for $5. Jeremiah says, do you guys think that they gave James Gunn what he wanted? As in, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I mean, Superman, what do you think, Tom?
I don't think he's going to direct it. No, I think it was more of like, they were going to, it sounded like, because again, he could have sat there all day long and kept doing these like weird side projects and they would have let him do it. But they really wanted him to do this. But the rumor, not even coming from me, but from all over, was that he just wasn't interested, right? He just wanted to do his thing. But I guess this is also, him being in this position will put him in a place where he can do his projects on the side and also oversee other things at the same time. And now that he's done with Disney, and he flat out said that, I'm done with Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, and what is really going to stick it to Disney is if he is successful in this, right? If he comes in and the next, let's say, because we know once Joker 2 hits, that's the bridge. Past there is when we're seeing all the new stuff going forward. And then from there, we'll be able to kind of equate. Is James Gunn and Safran doing a good job? Well, we'll know within the next couple of years. And at that point, Disney will look at that and go, fuck, we screwed up because we had this guy who was going to co-run Marvel with Feige, and we screwed that whole damn thing up.
He was supposed to be in charge of phase 4 and 5.
Of the cosmic side of things, yes. Because that's what the whole thing, they were going to split off into two universes, basically. I mean, they were all going to still be in the same universe, but they were going to have two different sides of the story. Feige was going to handle the Earth side of things, and then Gunn was supposed to handle the cosmic side.